Ready for another lesson? Ex-boyfriend got what he deserved. There's a story where this ex-boyfriend went to his ex-girlfriend's house and started beating on the door. Now, these are some white individuals. And first he was knocking at the door like a real respectable young man. But then he started to beat a little bit more and started to get visibly angry and then he started pounding on the door and all this stuff. And then he started to barge the door like he wanted to break into the house. Now in the video you can hear the father telling the guy to go away. Well, it's the male voice until you realize that it's the father of the young girl. Dude continue doing it. You know, the guy keep barging the door until he finally gave way. But what he didn't know is the father was strapped, had shells waiting for him. The father released some shots and they hit him, and you could hear the daughter screaming and stuff, and the guy saunter out off the porch and lie down and die right in the driveway. You see, if this was in our community, we would have wanted to let a guy come into the house and we would have wanted to give him hands and all kind of stuff. But it seems that other communities don't play around. Shoot first, ask questions later. Now, in our community, most of the young ladies don't have no fathers in their life. And we know that. Statistically, that's been proven. The men that they choose is even worse because they don't have no men in their life. The sad reality is that these people that are fatherless are more prone to do a bunch of highly emotional things, especially men, and it's just they're not level-headed. If this young man had his father in his life, he would have known that this ain't the way you go about it. His father would have talked some sense into him and he could have go talk to them and do it without threatening them. Because that was an aggressive move to be barging at the door like that. And what did you expect? What would have happened if this young lady father wasn't home and it was just her? And he's in a highly emotional state. She could have been murdered, all this stuff, and we would have been reading about her in the papers. Now you're reading about him in the papers. Let this be another lesson on why we need to be careful with what we're doing and more cognizant of what we're doing and where we're doing it. We gotta be careful about doing stuff to women as well, too, because then remember, the power of a woman is very strong. And all she gotta do is go tell her father, brother, cousin, stuff. You do A, B, C, D, and then you'll be deleted. Or vice versa. I'm not saying this for doom and gloom, but I'm just saying this to open our eyes. Because we need to be cognizant of what's going on. This just happened to be a one-off instance in another community. But this happened every day in the black community. And there's no denying it or getting around it that it needs to change. Stop messing with dysfunctional people. Stop messing with people if you don't have good intentions. And if you don't want to be true, truly leave them alone. You've been taught.